Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about something that honestly had me feeling a whole bunch of feelings when I first watched it. So basically, I'm scrolling on Twitter looking for video topics as usual, and then I see Keemstar post this video from a college seminar with the caption, "Trigger warning, men on average are taller than females." And so, being the guy that I am, I of course click on it to see what it is. Now let me just say this before we get deeper into it. If you are even like a teenager, let alone an adult, and you act like this to facts actually being spit in your face, like there's no question that this is actual scientifically proven. This is a fact, right? Like the people that are saying this, that men are taller on average than females, I don't think anybody can dispute, seriously. And if your first reaction to hearing something that you might not want to hear, but is actually the truth, and your first reaction is to storm out of there and destroy equipment while you're at it, especially in a college, grow the fuck up.
Let's look at differences between men and women that are explicitly anatomical and physiological. Are men taller than women on average? Does anyone take offense at that fact? Are you irritated?
There's always a standout.
So I would say you could be irritated by it. You could be irritated by the fact that women have to be the ones to gestate and lactate. You could be irritated by a lot of truths. But taking offense is a response that is rejection of reality. So men and women are different on height, they're different on muscle mass, they're different on where fat is deposited on our bodies, right? Our brains are also different. So they're
Security! This is what happens. Oh, did they shut off the volume? Can you hear? Can everybody hear?
Really? He's a piece of shit. That is not okay. Even the women in there have been brainwashed.
Should not listen to fascism. It should not be tolerated in civil society. Nazis are not welcome in civil society.
Fuck the police! Cover the people! Thank you.
Now, why do they always have to look like that, right? Like, they always look like how you would expect them to look. High school rejects with dyed hair. And like I said before, guys, this had me feeling all types of ways when I first saw it. I was like, dude, clearly they're insane if this is their first reaction. There are actual adults like this. And it's scary that these are college students at the same time, because what I've noticed is that there's been like a shift to become more progressive on college campuses, which is, I guess it's all right. But then at the same time, you got to understand that not everybody is mentally sane, and that can lead people to become like entitled to the point where if you spit facts in their face, they end up taking out your AV system and then end up calling you brainwashed. That's like me going up to somebody and smacking them in the face after they say that pigs can fly. Like, all of these so-called activists are giving actual people who have problems with society and the world, they give them a bad name. They give them a really, really bad reputation. So much so to the point where being called an activist is an insult. And it's because some of them act like they should be in a psych ward. And actually, one of the other topics that I wanted to cover, but I guess I just forgot to, I don't know what happened. The last couple of days have been foggy. But did you hear about those activists that were trying to protest climate change, and they went to a museum where Vincent van Gogh's Flowers painting was and poured tomato fucking sauce on it, bro? Like, come on, are you serious? That painting's worth more than anything that you could ever afford. Now, I don't know exactly what happened to the painting after that, but my guess is that they had it under like a glass, or they had some type of protection on it, because I don't really understand why they wouldn't have it under a protective film or something, just in case anybody tries to do something crazy to it. I don't think they would have just like the bare painting on the wall. And honestly, bro, like, this has been going on for years. Especially with all the stuff that PETA's been doing, with all their protests in front of fast food chains and whatnot. I don't think that this is how being an activist is supposed to be. Or maybe it is, and nobody really likes it because it's a really, really radical way of getting your point across, and it just doesn't end up working most of the time. But anyways, we got a little sidetracked there. What actually kind of got me thinking about that first clip is that what I said before, colleges are starting to become more progressive, and not everybody's mentally sane enough to actually understand that just because something's more inclusive doesn't mean that you're entitled to anything more than you were before. Not everybody understands that, and so you get people like this. And so, what I was thinking was that since college is supposed to prepare others who attend college for either a better life or something higher in some form of a higher position in life, or in the United States, it's a chance that in the far future, or even in the near future, that one of these activists could become a president or could be a person in power like a governor or a mayor or something like that, and then we're really screwed. And look, man, I understand that the chances are low, but they're never zero. But anyways, that's gonna be it for me today, guys. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys on the next one. Sub up, stay safe, and peace.